going to be a different New Zealand team that are going to come out fired up, and you know, we're going to have to be prepared for that.
Everyone's on notice. You've got 7 or 8 guys there ready to take anybody's spot. So, you know, if we don't perform well and the result doesn't go the right way, then you know, there's guys ready to step in and take your spot.
You know, it wasn't too much of a shock to the system because it hasn't been the best weather back in Australia, but you know, it was good to get out there and have a couple of hit-outs and you know, definitely get used to it. You know, probably showed a little bit in the last game that, you know, they had a few new players and things just didn't stick as well as they wanted it to. So you know, we're going to go in there worrying about us, and you know, we're off a little bit, so you know, we've got that where we can improve as well.
Oh look, it's you know, it's been spoken about how well we won and the scoreline, but yeah, it's a clean slate as far as we're concerned. The Kiwis are going to be hurting by that, you know, big loss, and hopefully we've learnt from, you know, in the past we've beat them convincingly, and they've come out the next week and beaten us in some big games. So like I said, hopefully we'll learn from that and we'll get the right result.
It was a particularly emphatic victory against them. They're going to be hurting from that, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. But you know, they've got good coaching staff and good leaders in their team that, you know, they can just, you know, tell them to forget about it and, you know, just use it as a little bit of motivation, but you know, just learn from that experience.
It's well publicised that Darren's going to be retiring after this tournament. How much of a difference do you think that's going to make to his performance during this tournament?
Yeah, it'll. You know, he's had 15 farewells this year with Origin and Test matches and everything. You know, he's you know, I think he's finally over the farewell tour, but mate, he's you know, he's going to be prepared to go the same as he always has. You know, he's going to want to go out a winner, and you know, we'll try and do everything we can for that as well.
For Australian Rugby League for a long time now is that we have these experienced players who you know, manage to hold their position down for a long time, but you know, a lot of the young guys coming through and sort of get blooded early, and you know, it keeps the level of the Australian team at a very high standard, and you know, that's the way we like it. We like to think, you know, we're the best team in the world, and you know, we obviously want to get the Four Nations trophy back to prove that.